guys, Tomboy601, and today it's Patch Notes Day, baby, and we have a pretty interesting update coming our way. So we have an update to crates, we of course have the new carrier line, we have the 2 campaign ships, we have some balance changes, a nerf to a certain legendary tier destroyer. Yeah, there's lots, and of course we do still also have Black Friday. So with all of that, let's go ahead and dive on in. The first thing is they're testing a new system for the crates, and I really enjoy this change. So the way crates work today is when you obtain the crate, the contents of that crate is determined at that moment. Now this can be kind of a bad thing, because if you're someone who saves up crates and then let's say that crate had a drop for a brand new ship in it, and you went and bought that ship in the shop before you opened up the crate, you could end up with a duplicate, and that's kind of unfortunate because you basically wasted your really good luck on getting a duplicate. So the first thing, and this goes to all crates, is now the crates will have their determination done, like what is inside of them, not when they are put into your inventory, but when you open them. So that means that you won't be able to get that duplicate in that situation, which is really nice. One side effect of this is all crates that are unopened when the update happens are going to be opened for you, just so they can kind of clear the cache of the crates. Of course, remember, everything that's in them has already been predetermined, so just keep that in mind. The other change that they're testing, and I really like this change, is they're going to have a guaranteed drop after X number of crates. This is what they're testing out with the Black Friday crates. So if you go 40 containers without picking up a new ship, it will automatically give you one of the Black Friday ships. The percentages for this is going to be 40% for both Exeter and Graf Spee, 16.7% for Le Terrible, and 3.3% for the Massachusetts, which I really like this system just because now if they continue this and they do this for like the Santa crates where there's like one super ship, at least there's an upper limit to the cost if you're choosing to full wallet warrior your way through getting a certain item in game, which, I really appreciate that. Not that I ever have wallet warriored my way through, but I do appreciate them now at least guaranteeing you something after that many of something spent. Next thing, of course, we do have the new campaign, the Origin of Wisdom. It's going to be a 120 milestone 6-week campaign. The Scirocco is a premium tier 4 French destroyer that awaits at milestone 40 of the campaign with big 130mm guns and decent torpedoes, along with a main battery reload booster consumable. She's as flexible as they get. Remember, this campaign is not the way the elements of choice the previous one was. This one is at tier 40, you get the Scirocco, and then at milestone 120, you'll pick up the other ship, which is the Mines. Of course, the Mines is a premium tier 7 German cruiser with fast-firing guns, improved sonar, armor that is as good as a heavy cruiser's. It's essentially a hipper hull, 4-barrel torpedo launchers, and, well, if she's anything like Weimar, well able to punch well above her weight. Now, as far as what you get for these campaigns, if you choose not to purchase the Admiralty backing, you'll get the following things: 70 common boosters, 21 Type 1 camos, 21 Type 2 camos, 21 Type 3 camos, 270,000 Commander XP, 200,000 credits, 2,000 global XP, 16 promotion orders, 1 insignia, 1 commendation, 7 days of premium account time, 2 fall big crates, 1 French Commander crate, 1 German Commander crate, 1 patch background, and 1 patch symbol. Then if you choose to purchase the Admiralty backing, that is what's going to give you the ability to get both of the ships. On top of being able to unlock both of those ships, if you complete all 120 of the tiers, you'll get the following. On top of what has already been said: 60 rare boosters, 45 epic boosters, 35 Type 1 camos, 35 Type 2 camos, 35 Type 3 camos, 170,000 Commander XP, 1.3 million credits, 13,000 global XP, 24 promotion orders, 4 insignias, 3 commendations, 750 doubloons, 6 fall big crates, and of course the 2 campaign rewards ships. Those aren't the only 2 campaign rewards ships. There are also a ton of other ships being added for this update. The big ones, of course, are going to be the wonderful British aircraft carrier. So One of the most impactful forces of World War II has arrived to Legends. Welcome the UK aircraft carriers. They are available right from the start of the update, so don't hesitate to learn to fly and go research them. The tech tree branches follows the recent blueprint laid out by the carriers in other nations. 3 ships at tier 3, 5, and 7, as well, of course, as a dedicated commander available through a chain of missions for 900,000 commander XP in the store. The main feature of the British aircraft carriers is the carpet bombing ability. Their torpedoes, meanwhile, offer a narrowing trajectory, changing the playstyle compared to other nations. The immediate damage output for the Brits might seem lower than for their rivals, but the fire chance for their bombs is such that they are great at keeping things aflame and often to win the war of attrition. Of course, we know tier 3 is going to be Hermes, tier 5 Furious, and tier 7 Implicable. The UK commander is going to be Dennis Boyd, and his unique trait, his base trait, is going to be Under the Radar, which reduces air detectability for all ship types by up to 10%, which is a pretty decent little boost to concealment if you want to go for a stealth from aircraft builds, which might be beneficial if we get a lot more aircraft carriers for those destroyer players to go after. And then his legendary skill is one I really, really enjoy, and that's the Vault. The passive effect increases your dive bomb and torpedo bombers HP up to 4%. Great, excellent. And then the special effect is you reduce the incoming damage to your aircraft as long as you're in proximity of an ally. 3.5 kilometers at legendary 4 and up to 20% damage reduction, which is really, really cool. I like the idea of sticking closer to your teammates. Gives you some sort of benefit as an aircraft carrier. Of course, we do also have the Russian heavy cruisers coming out of early access, so you'll be able to go all the way up to tier 7, the Riga, with that line now, which is nice. I only got tier 4 Kotovsky, so I'll be grinding my way through that line during this update. The next bit is we do have Black Friday for 2021. We kind of mentioned it earlier with the guaranteed drop rates for the ships, but as far as what ships will be featured, of course, we know it's going to be Massachusetts, Exeter, Grafs Bay, and Les Terribles. We do not know if the prices yet. They may put it in the actual patch notes. I'll leave those linked down below. I have an early version of the patch notes right now, so I don't know if some of these things will change, and you'll probably have a little bit more information than I do right now. And they also say there's going to be some other discounts on other ships, so be ready for that. The next one is the thing I was not expecting, and I'm very excited about. Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusades comes back. We get another Warhammer collaboration this time around. The second part of the collaboration with Warhammer 40k here, Aptus Astartes of the Black Templars. Chapter clash with the Orcs in fierce battle on the high seas. Led by Sword Brother Riegerwald, the Black Templars ride to battle aboard the Cross of Dorn, with gameplay centered around effective AP shells. The Orcs, with Grot Maz Smart at the helm, prepare for battle on Ship Smasher, Burn, and Ram. So we're going to get 2 new commanders and 2 new ships. Now, the interesting thing with this is, of course, or if you didn't know, PC also just had these ships announced. Now, what these ships are on PC, Cross of Dorn is the mines over on PC, which is our campaign ship. So I'm interested to see if they're going to be just kind of flat out selling the campaign ship as a way to get early access, which is interesting, which I don't really mind, because this update is, with the way it's going, is going to push us into that Christmas season. So if you want to, buy out your Christmas update to spend more time with your family and get a unique skin, it could be an interesting way to go. But then the Ship Smasher is the Fenyang on PC, which is a Pan-Asian version of the Akizuki. So, or it's an Akizuki class ship that was then given to China after the war. Anyways, so I'm interested to see what faction the Ship Smasher is going to be, because it could be a Japanese destroyer, or it could be our second Pan-Asian destroyer, in which case then also that commander would then be a Pan-Asian destroyer commander, which could be very beneficial, because one of my pet peeves with the Loyang, one of the things I didn't like about it, is we didn't have an actual commander for it, a dedicated one. So if this now means we get a dedicated Pan-Asian commander that is a destroyer commander. It could be very beneficial. Next up, we have ranked season. We have 3 seasons of ranked coming to the game. Tier 5, Tier 6, Tier 7s. In the patch notes, they say look at the infographic for the awesome rewards. Unfortunately, I don't have that infographic, so I don't know what the rewards are, but I know we are going to have a Tier 5, a Tier 6, and a Tier 7 sprint of ranked, all of them lasting about a week, which is an okay amount of time for ranked to be lasting. The last bit here is going to be some balance changes, and there's some interesting ones. First off, Tier 5 New Mexico is getting a buff. It's getting a boost to main battery shell grouping by 7%, and it's getting a decrease of reload time from 34 seconds to 32 seconds, which, hey, that's not too bad at all. John Jellicoe, this past update, he was given just a reminder that because he was a generalist commander, he was given aircraft carrier skills. So just remember that John Jellicoe, the British generalist commander, the British Dewey, now is available for you to use on aircraft carriers as well. Here's the interesting one. Kleber finally getting the nerf it probably deserves, and it's getting a pretty substantial one in the form of range on its torpedoes. They're dropping the range from 8 kilometers to 6 kilometers, which still you're going to have very deadly torpedoes, but you are going to have to get a lot closer, and those enemies are going to have to be pushing into you a lot more for you to be more effective with those torps. So for those Kleber captains out there, enjoy your last weekend with the current version of it, because they're about to lose 2 kilometers of range on what is essentially the main weapon of the Kleber. Next up, evasive maneuvers, i.e. the you don't do damage to me button for Tier 7 aircraft carriers, is getting a nerf. Now, evasive maneuvers will no longer reduce your damage by 100%, i.e. make you invulnerable. It will now reduce the damage by 50%, which I think is a fair compromise for this game mechanic that previously just made you invulnerable when you wanted to make a full torpedo run or something like that. Next up, something I'm really enjoying is Epicenter is being expanded to Tier 7 and Legendary battles, and pretty much all of the other tiers. So in Tier 7 in Legendary battles, Epicenter will now be available on Tiers of the Desert, and it will be available for Tier 5 and Tier 4 on Trident. So I think pretty much that covers every single tier, because I'm sure Tier 6 will be able to sneak in to one of those battles at some point, or at least I would hope that they are able to. Next, the thing that I think everyone really did not like on this past update is the spawn points on shards have reportedly been fixed. So we will see if we no longer have the terrible shards map in its current state, because this past update, shards went from being one of my favorite maps to play to being one that I was like, oh, fuck, I guess we're gonna play this one. And then the final thing is North is no longer available for Tier 4 games. So that is the entire update. Overall, I think we have a very strong update ahead of us, and one where a lot of ships are coming in. So it's gonna keep us busy, and I'm looking forward to that. Guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.